Hey guys, it is NCS Fan 001 here for another one of those weekly trophy list updates. Today's date is Monday, August 8th, 2022. So this will cover the week of August 1st through the 7th of 2022. This was not a very numerically productive week, but I was very happy with everything I got through this week because I played a few different games. I got, one platinum, one game I worked on for trophies, and one game I actually was streaming quite a bit of, and I know it didn't get a whole lot of views, but that's okay because it's really more of just a casual playthrough, a way of sort of remaking some of my older Let's Plays that were recorded under very low quality conditions while also getting nice and prepared for the Destroy All Humans 2 Reprobed that comes out on August 30th. So let me think, that should be exactly 3 weeks from tomorrow. I cannot wait. I mean, I'm picking it up day one. I don't know if it'll get here day one because I'm dumb enough to have purchased the very expensive collector's edition for it. It's very overpriced, but I am excited for it. I do hope it gets here on time. So as for trophies this week, I only earned them in 2 different games. So the main game I've been working on this week was Black Ops 3. So with Black Ops 3, we're now at 63% completion on the trophies. I believe I earned only 2 trophies this week. I know I didn't get any in any of the DLC, but I completed the 4th and 8th missions on Hardened, Veteran, or Realistic. So those are pretty easy silver trophies to get because Hardened in this game is really, really easy. Honestly, once you sort of know how to play and have the right setup. So Hardened really has not been that hard for the most part. It's more akin to a regular difficulty in previous games, somewhere from regular to Hardened in other easier Call of Duty games like some of the more modern ones. I have not done anything on Veteran yet because I'm kind of saving that for last because not last, but I know for a fact that's one I'm probably going to have to do in co-op just because that's a very tedious requirement of finishing every mission without dying or restarting a checkpoint on Veteran. However, I did get started on my Realistic playthrough this week, and I've actually completed 4 missions on Realistic so far. First 4 missions of the game on Realistic are done. It's not easy. I'm going to say that. It's definitely not easy. It's not, so far, it hasn't been anything too insane or brutal, but I know that there are some very difficult parts of later missions that I am definitely much more worried about, especially if I try to do them solo. I think I can do Hypocenter because that's the one where it floods, but now I know more about actually evading the mines and stuff. And with the right weapon setup, well, it's either this one or it's this one. One of these 2 missions has some really difficult section where you go down into a secret CIA lab or something, and it's just insane because it's how do you describe it? It's you have to go into you have to climb the central tower 3 times while being attacked by an insane number of robots. I'm definitely kind of worried about that. I might need to look up videos for stuff like that because that looks like it could be pretty tough. So that's one of the next couple of missions, I believe. Rise and Fall, I don't remember which one this is. This one, I think, is the... No, wait. This one's going to have a tough final battle because this is the one where you're in maybe Egypt or something and you have to use the spike driver that looks like a jackhammer and use it to blow up the ground in a few places, and then it just has a tough boss fight at the end against a couple of the really big robots. So I don't know how bad that's going to be solo, so that might be one that I want to bring in people for. This one shouldn't be terrible because I got through it on Hardened. I don't even think I died doing it on Hardened, so I'm not too worried about that one. Because the best setup in the game, you want to use the Draken sniper rifle and have it with FMJ, extended mag, fast mag, and the thermal scope, and maybe a couple other attachments. That's a really, really good weapon because it can one-shot quite a few of the enemies in the game or kill a lot of them quickly. If you throw rapid fire on it, you can blast away at stuff pretty quickly as well. And then, of course, you have your cyber abilities. The active camo is ridiculously useful because it makes you nearly invincible for a short time. So definitely would recommend that. Also, even though you die in one hit from most things on Realistic, the vehicle sections don't one-shot you, which I was kind of worried about. So in the vehicle sections, you can take several hits before you die, which is nice. And along with that, if you have, there's a specific like repair module you can equip as one of your 2 special abilities for your class that aren't the cyber cores. And with that one, it'll actually auto repair you once, and it resets every time you actually fully die, which is really nice. And I know that you can use it for the veteran run as well, but it's definitely been useful a few times on Realistic. Basically gives you 2 chances at each checkpoint in the game. The checkpoints haven't been too, non-generous. They've actually been fairly nice to me, so that's good. Sandcastle is heavily a vehicle mission. I'm actually not really looking forward to this one on Realistic either, because it's going to have some tough sections, I think, with some of the defensive portions. Lotus Tower, that's got that final boss fight, but I think you can kind of hide and snipe it with the Draken, so maybe it won't be terrible. And then the final mission of the game is just insanely long, and it has that one gigantic battle in the courtyard fairly early on that I'm definitely worried about, with just infinitely respawning enemies, robots mostly. That is the one for finishing the game on Realistic, but yeah, I'm working on it, so we're making progress with it. As for the other trophies that are left in the campaign, I also finished all of the accolades. The only accolades I think I'm missing are a couple of the ones that are unlocked for completing missions without dying or restarting a checkpoint. And I didn't go back for those yet because there's no point of doing that because we're going to have to do it on Veteran anyway. So as for actual trophies I'm missing from the campaign, completing the campaign on Realistic and doing all the decorations will earn me all those silver trophies and this gold trophy. Then I have to do the 5 kills with 5 different guns in 30 seconds. I think I mentioned it before that this one is probably going to require you to have the specific ability that allows you to pick up enemy weapons in the game because normally you can't. Or maybe you can do it like right next to an armory or something, but that might be kind of slow. And then you have to... the gold rating in the training simulator, I don't think it's the gold rating that's the problem. I think it's the 35,000 points and the realistic difficulty are the 2 things, because those are actual challenges related to Personal Decorator. So I think it's those more so than the gold rating that are going to be the major problems. 3 Talons with a single mid-air grenade detonation, that actually probably won't be too hard because they group up a lot even during like that 4th mission. So that one probably won't be terrible, just require a little bit of timing. And then there is 5 stunned enemies in under 3 seconds. I think you can do that with certain abilities maybe, but I'm not entirely sure. Then of course this is everything else for the rest of the game. I've finished all the zombies in the multiplayer for the base game. I finished maybe 4 of the trophies from Awakening. Finished 4 of the trophies, 3 of the trophies from Eclipse, none of the trophies from Descent. That is, of course, Gorod Krobi, one of the hardest maps in the game. I finished, looks like 3 of the trophies from Salvation, and I finished half of the ones, so 6 of the ones from Zombies Chronicles. I still have to do a few Easter eggs, and of course all the challenges and Origins, and this one trickier trophy on Verrückt. But yeah, I mean, we are making progress for sure, so it's not like I haven't been working on games. I've been making progress this week. I'm just a little bit worried I might have to find a different group because these guys we're never online at the same time because I think we're scattered all over the place, so we're just never all online at the same time, unfortunately. Which maybe I should have just specified in the original group, North American players only, people in similar time zones, please. And then, the lone platinum I got this week, I was not actually expecting to get a platinum trophy this week, but this game popped up on Sunday morning, as the Breakthrough Arcade games always do. Pinball Machine number 2 from Our Church and Halloween. Of course, the only reason I did this is because I've done all the other Our Church and Halloweens, and, once you do one, you gotta do the series. Hopefully we don't get too many more of these, because it's just getting very repetitive, because They're all the exact same game, just with a very, very slightly different layout and asset swap. I mean, that's how a lot of easy platinums are these days. But that's all these are. But again, the only reason I'm doing them is because, well, got to do the series. But just like with the other two Our Church and Halloween pinball games, all you have to do is get 1,000 points in a single game and you will get the Platinum Trophy. This is another one where it has 36 trophies for doing this. So a whopping 36 trophies, including 5 golds and 10 bronzes, and your Platinum for many people, just 1 minute of work. Because I checked my PSN profiles, I got this Platinum in I think 58 seconds. And you could certainly do it faster than that. I just didn't place the ball that well on my first 2 drops of it, so it took me all the way to the 3rd one. And that was entirely on me for making that mistake. I easily could have and should have done it a little bit faster. But, you know, it is what it is. It's a 1 minute Platinum. It's not difficult at all. I mean, the 3rd game, so Pinball Machine number 3 did take a little bit longer because it took me 3 tries total to get it, but the first game I did in, I think, under 45 seconds or something ridiculous like that. So yeah, there's really nothing much more else to say about this. I mean, we've already, like I said, done 2 of these other games and done all the other Our Church and Halloween games. There's honestly nothing else to say about it. I probably spent more time talking about the game than they did actually making it. So, let's go ahead and sync up our trophies. So, level 792, 29%, 23,937 total trophies, 639 platinums, 4,034 golds, 6,361 silvers, 12,903 bronzes. So, plans for the upcoming week. The main plan is, of course, to continue working on Black Ops 3. That is really the only major plan for this week is Black Ops 3, and it's probably going to be the same thing for next week, is just Black Ops 3, and I guess the week after that, because for the next 21-ish days, it's going to be nothing but a focus on Black Ops 3. And then, of course, Destroy All Humans 2 Reprobed comes out, at which point that will become the main priority for about a week. Apparently the trophy list leaked and PowerPix showed it, and it looks like it's going to be easy. It is going to allow us to replay story missions this time around, and they are going to have level-specific challenges in them, which is a bit unfortunate. I wasn't a huge fan of that in the first game's remake. But most of the trophies looked easy. I don't even think you have to 100% it this time, because I don't think you have to find all of the Feartech cells or finish maybe even all of the side missions, although I plan to, because I plan to stream the entirety of my Platinum run and hopefully 100% run from start to finish. It'll probably be a nightly thing. It might only be like a couple hours a night, but it's still something I want to do nightly once it comes out. And also I saw what looks like a possibly missable trophy where you have to kill Shama Lama by hitting him with his own dead body during that boss fight. So if that's how I read it and that was correct, then that one's definitely highly missable, but most of it shouldn't be too bad, but I guess we'll have to see. So along with Black Ops 3, if I have time, The Division, probably not. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and move that down to September. And I mean, again, you got to keep taking a shot every time I mention it in literally every video at this point. And you'd probably be dead if you had to take a shot every single time, so please don't do that. So that's my plans for August. Then September, GTA 5, maybe The Division if I ever feel like going back to it. I'm really not really looking forward to GTA 5 either, because, I mean, the heist stuff's going to be fine, but that Elite Challenge and Criminal Mastermind just not going to be a good time. October, Division 2 and Dead Island Riptide. November through December, COD Classic, Shadow of the Colossus, Uncharted 3, Conan Exiles, and Outer Worlds. I also need to, soon enough, get started on my 650th Platinum. It's going to be a horror-themed game, and a very bad, another one of those sort of shitter PS3 games that I am definitely looking forward to. You know, maybe I should have tested previously and made sure that the disc actually works, but then that would have revealed the trophy list to everyone, and, you know, we want to keep it secret for as long as possible. I do think, though, that Platinum 700 might actually be Black Ops 3. I may just straight up hold out on finishing the last part of the game until, like, I'll probably save exactly one campaign trophy and finish all of the zombies and everything else first. That would be a very solid 700 platinum. I don't like having to wait quite that long, but obviously getting 50 platinums doesn't really take that much time anymore. As a matter of fact, I saw rumors, I don't know if this is confirmed or not, but I saw rumors that there is literally going to be a game that comes out sometime in the next couple of months that is called Press X to Get Trophy. And it's like written in the description of it and everything. If Sony allows that through, then that is pretty much the death of trophy hunting at that point, if they actually allow that onto the store. Because some of my longer term viewers might remember back in 2017, I believe it was, there was a little game called 1000 Top Rated that was advertised as being an easy platinum trophy, and Sony took it off the store within 48 hours of it going up. So back then, they actually had standards. I mean, yeah, we had My Name is Mayo, but My Name is Mayo doesn't even qualify as being in the top, like, probably 200 fastest platinums anymore, which is just mind-boggling to think about. Speaking of that, I do still intend to do that 100 platinums in one night stream. It'll be done on an alternate account. And I'm working on my list. My list is, I think I've got 100 games written on it, but I'm kind of waiting around to see if I want to move some certain games around and waiting for other specific games to pop up. So I'm looking forward to doing that at some point, probably in middle to late August or in early September. But I should be able to do it not only, just in a day like what Brian at PlayStation Trophies did. I think I'm going to be able to do it in 6 hours by my count. I'm going to be able to do it in less than 6 hours for sure. So it's just going to be, we're going to be trying to set a world record, which is going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, that is going to be it for this video, guys. Please like, favorite, share, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell if you haven't already. I actually managed to drag this one out a lot longer than I expected with just, 2 games I worked on this week. As for streams and videos and such, videos will all be pretty normal this week. I may not get the chance to stream this week because it's my dad's birthday this weekend, so my parents are coming down for that. So yeah, that's probably gonna make it hard to stream. Maybe I'll get a chance to stream, but I can't make any guarantees this week. So yep, that is gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you back here for the next one.